This is LA's first.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome to the Dr. Erin Show. We're all about manifestation, transformation, and breakthroughs. It's time to claim your birthright of prosperity, vitality, and love. So grab your tea or coffee because together we're awakening the world. May you live your truth. Live from Los Angeles, we come together each day to know the truth, live on spiritual principle, and align with universal law. We truly know that when somebody awakens, they have a gift and message to bring to the world, and together, we're awakening the world. So today's podcast is all about the law of action. And the law of action states that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, which is why and how we've designed this universe to be a relative universe. You cannot have heaven without hell. You cannot have good without bad. You can't have any of it. And we recognize it's all one thing going on, which is this dynamic called life, called you, called me. And so let's dive into universal law of action. This is a series of universal law. This is number 33 of 52. Universal law is an incredible dynamic. So in today's world, in this pandemic, in the lockdown, in the political disarray and chaos, there is a saying, and it is, wherever there is chaos, there is opportunity. And what does this mean exactly? This means that within everything in life, there's always both sides of the coin. And that's why in Science of Mind and New Thought Principles, we teach the power of mind, how important it is to get your mind right. Because you can focus on the opportunity or you can focus on the chaos. I did this talk at the beginning of the pandemic and lockdown, and the title was Woke People Expect Disasters, meaning expect the unexpected. Meaning that if you're fully evolved and you've really taken a look at life, you've taken a look at how the dynamics of manifesting in universal law, you would understand that there's always both sides of everything in life. So we recognize, where's a blessing and where's a curse, right? When I had a stillborn baby at 22 years old, it was one of the hardest things I'd ever gone through in my entire life, of course. But out of that one incident is what was birthed to be my purpose and my calling in life, which has given me so much joy and a life beyond my wildest dreams. And so, is it good that I had the stillborn, or is it bad that I had the stillborn baby? Right? It's all relative, as we say. So the law of action we have to recognize also is what are you doing and where are you taking action? Where are you taking action in your life, or where are you taking inaction of your life? There's a saying that says, more money, more problems, right? We think that if we just get enough money and take the action to hustle and do it all, that we will get to some destination, some place of abundance and prosperity, and it'll all be blissed out and all peace and all abundance and all, white Range Rovers and chic lifestyle and being able to hire a team and being able to sit and meditate and laptop lifestyle and jetting around the world. Well, that's one side of it. And also, you could also have to management nightmares of managing people and community and dealing with, all kinds of different quote, quote, problems. More stress, less time. Maybe you have, that team is like hard to manage. And then you actually have even more things to manage the team, that manage that team, right? So it goes on and on. So the law of action. So life rewards action, meaning that if you want to fully experience life, if you want to fully experience all the dynamics, of course, you will take action. You could also be a Zen monk up in the Himalayas and not take any action and actually maybe cause even more through the power of your mind. So we have to look at this, the law of action. The law of action, we really need to take a look at the law of action is that everything you're doing is creating an equal and opposite reaction. So if you want to create harmony and give love, it has to come back exponentially, not necessarily from that one person, but it has to reflect back. And then it causes a ripple effect in the energetic physical world and, the ethereal realm, which is all one thing. But we also have to know is creating that love and putting that out also creates the opposite. it could create more chaos, and it could create more upsets because you have deeper relationships, right? You may have even deeper upsets because you have deeper, more profound relationships. And the opposite is true. If you create chaos, someone out there creates chaos, they go out and shoot somebody, let's say. You also create the equal opposite, which means maybe you could get arrested, which means there's order. There's order to even our collective consciousness, what we've chosen to put order in. And there's order in that the repercussions of shooting somebody and murdering them may be that there is an order that comes together of somebody getting a breakdown and getting depressed in their own consciousness and having to be demanded to do their inner work, whether it be between them and their higher self, divine, or whether maybe they go into therapy or whatever that may be. There is a divine order. With every action you take, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So why do we care about this? We care about this because we have to recognize that we're creating our reality, and that we can't only create to just manifest only the good and have champagne and laptop lifestyle. We have to know that it is all going to create all kinds of dynamics, and we need to get okay with best case scenario and worst case scenario. I was driving around Los Angeles the other day, and the elections are going on, and whether you're listening to this now or down the road, there's been days of not knowing who is going to be president. And I'm just witnessing people out there and how they're so attached to waiting to figure out which president is going to happen to actually take action. They're literally sitting in like fear, like a deer in headlights, waiting for something out there in the world to happen in order for them to take action in life. Are they going to be pissed? Are they going to be happy? Are they going to go forward with their job? Are they going to quit their job? Are they going to move out of the country? Are they all that action, right? And the point is this: to take action is not from a place. You can never be reaction. You can never be the victim of anything of the world. We are all creating from our collective karma of everything. So in order to get okay with whatever's going on, whether it be waiting to hear which president is being elected, or whether it may be, if you get the client or you don't get the client, or you're moving or not moving, or you lost 3 pounds, you didn't lose 3 pounds, like, you have to get to the place where you're ready to take action intentionally, knowing that there's going to be good things that come out of every action and not so good things, you can label it or not. There's going to be chaos, there's going to be discord, and there's going to be harmony. It's impossible to just create harmony. It's impossible to just create chaos. We live in a relative universe. And so for me, and what I invite you to take on today, I invite you to take on expecting miracles in every action that you take and expecting worst case scenario. You got to get okay with both. You've got to get okay with being lonely and sad and going through those emotions and feeling overwhelmed and feeling scared. Getting okay with those emotions, not labeling them as bad, because they're naturally going to happen with every divine discontent that you go through in your life. And getting okay with taking actions for potentials of miracles. So my question for you today is, what actions are you taking in your life to live fully? Because isn't that the point of the law of action? Is to live fully and know that you're going to have all dynamics coming back at you. This is a masterclass we're in. This is a masterclass. So what actions are you going to take? Because the actions that you take are telling you which next masterclass you're going into. Are you ready for some big lessons? Are you ready for little lessons? Because either way, you're going to get in both ways. If you don't do anything, sometimes the lessons are harder than they are if you take bold actions, right? I'm not saying one's better than the other. But the truth is that both have equal and opposite reactions. So what are you doing today to take action to fully experience the depths of your soul in this form, right here in this 3D realm? And so just taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out. I recognize that all of life is energy, that you really are the backing, the consciousness of energy. But as the power of your mind, with the power of even your identity, there's polarity of action in that. There's action in your words, there's action in your thoughts, there's action in how you take a step or don't take a step or go somewhere today or don't go somewhere. There's action in everything you're doing physically that always is backed into the belief. And in that it is reflecting out into the universe exponentially and coming back in this relative universe as an equal and opposite reaction. So be prepared. I say be prepared. Prepare, prepare, prepare. You are going through initiation of your soul to be okay with heaven and hell so that you can live in a space that is in neutrality, which is the witnesser, which is the observer, to recognize this is an incredible game called life. And with it becomes the good, the bad, the ugly, disasters, miracles, light, love, ecstasy, all of the above. I say yes to the embodiment of the I am in the divided individual as that experience as well. And in that, I'm okay with both. I'm okay with understanding that every action I take has an equal and opposite reaction. And that to expect only one outcome is not in this life. Every outcome has multiple dimensions to it. May we know that whoever ever is our president or whoever is in our life or not in our life or what relationship we have or don't have in our life, that is always, there's positive and negatives to all of it. And so it always comes back to just one thing, which is the power of mind, with what you are energizing. Where are you living? You have the choice right here and now to take the action in your mind to live in heaven or hell. And I choose heaven. I choose peace. I choose awakening awareness and really loving all of life, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Because to love life is to love all of it. And to love myself is to love every depth of my soul. And that is an action. Every day I choose and take action to love myself. And so I know that for you as you go into this day, may you listen to your heart. May you follow your bliss with total bold action, so that the universe can conspire and universal law can reflect back to you such a grand life of all dynamics. And so I say yes to today. Yes to you. Yes to your heart. Yes to you understanding and loving this relative universe through every action that you take. As together we say, and so it is. Have a beautiful day, you guys, and may you know the truth, knowing that we have a couple things to announce. One is we have a new quiz. It's a free quiz on discovering which type of a spiritual entrepreneur you are. You can go to soulciety.com, soulciet.com, or you can go to any of my Instagram or Facebook, and it's in my bio link there as well, okay? And then secondly, guess what? We have a 5-day challenge coming up. We're going to rock and roll. 5-day challenges are over the top. You can also go to my bio link on Instagram, Facebook, and you can also just go to soulciety.com/5-day challenge. Going to be super excited. I'm going to give you a lot of content about how to really monetize online. It doesn't matter if you're a soulpreneur and you have a product or service, or whether you are moving into coaching and spiritual coaching, things like that, or whether you want to be a spiritual practitioner and teach metaphysics and teach universal law and teach all this, or whether you want to be a New Thought minister and actually, do some preaching and talk and speak around the world and make an impact. Or finally, if you want to be a doctor of divinity and bring something new to the industry, bring a new movement, bring a new modality, bring different books and teachings and things. Maybe you want to be a doctor of divinity. Anyway, so I can't wait to see you in the 5-day challenge and find out which type of soul spiritual entrepreneur you are. It's going to be a divine day. Make it the best, and may you live your truth. Thank you for tuning in to Soulciety and Dr. Erin podcast. If you've had a calling to be a spiritual leader or coach, you can go to soulciety.com and check out our free training. If you've received value here, I would love it if you take a moment and give a 5-star review. In exchange, I have a ton of free gifts for you. Grab your free Awakening book, 40 guided meditations, and digital manifesting masterclass. I also have a free money meditation and worksheet for you so you can begin to break through your scarcity mindset and claim your birthright of prosperity. You can get all of your gifts and learn about our upcoming transformational events in my bio link in both Instagram and Facebook. That's under drerin.tv, which is DRERIN.tv. Also, I'd love to invite you into our free private community on Facebook under groups called Soulciété. That is facebook.com/groups/Soulciété. That's SOULCIETE. Have a divine day and may you live your truth.